recording. What's going on, guys? Doing myself another episode of College Hoops. We are 6 games away from the end of the season. So we got this to knock out Mississippi Valley State, Texas Southern, and Jackson State, and then we'll have one more stream that gets in the future that gets the last 3 here. So I think the biggest issue we'll have seemingly is with Jackson State, since they're not 7-21 or 3-21, so should be pretty good there. I'm gonna do that. Sim through the day. Yeah, my recruiting's pretty much done for at least. I mean, I'll do a little bit next week when I get to that, but yeah, my recruiting is pretty much next to nothing, so it's pretty much just getting through the games here. And while it loads up real quick, I'm going to really quickly be right back.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8. The Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils battle the Grambling State Tigers. This should be a whale of a game. Hi there, everyone. We're here at Memorial Gym. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. What's your take on this, Bill?
I'll really be watching the matchup at the 4 spot. Moss is a top-notch power forward. He is an absolute load.
There we go. I don't know if the chewing sound was able to be heard too much. I had to get some, like, acid reflux stuff.
Inside.
Good. Alright, good start. Good start. Fuck. Okay.
Good things happen when you keep that pressure on.
The steal by
Bitch!
Takes it up.
Oh my god, he couldn't hit that. Damn. We can have some fun with these guys, I think.
They're going to double team him. Francis.
Oh, we have a lot of fun.
Number 12 catches it left side from 17 feet out. Hauled down inside by Moss. That's the shot you work for, Bill, even though he's not their number 1 option.
I had cheese sticks. Cheese sticks and like tuna salad.
Given another chance.
Rose puts
So
it up.
yeah, I had to get some like acid reflux stuff because
And they're up by 4. They're bringing the double team.
it was good and delicious and it wasn't too awful, but like.
Just before the game, I talked with Coach Wilson. He said these 2 teams complement each other so
I should
well,
be eating a
especially
little
in the
bit better
talent
because
level
I'm
of their respective players.
planning on
He said
actually
he'd be
working out
surprised if either side is able
seriously
to pull out
again.
too much of a big lead, solely because they're so well matched.
I have a gym membership.
Right for him.
Thank you, Tracy.
I should use it. I need to cancel my Planet Fitness membership. It's like $10 a month and I forget all about it. I didn't forget about it this summer when I was like really fucking hurting on money. And all of a sudden Planet Fitness is like, we're going to take $10 out of your account and you only have 15 left. Have fun eating the rest of the week. Thanks, Planet Fitness.
Inbounds the ball.
Don't even have serious weights.
Number 11. Here comes the double team.
Hey, Turk, how's it going?
Copeland
There we go.
gets the hell ball, and the arrow is pointing to the defense. So we'll head the other way.
You don't have some of the basic things that you would need to like get yourself in really good shape. It's mostly treadmills.
Backs in.
Oh, not a good idea.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
I didn't realize it was Gonzalez out there. I'm like, shit.
Takes it up.
Oh, get shit on.
He knew right where to be.
Off target on the last layup.
Hey, at least they didn't get me for basket interference there or goaltending.
Has it out left. Shoots it. Yanked down inside by Moss.
We're there.
What an offensive rebound.
Wow, this game wants to cooperate with me today. I'm feeling pretty good about that. This game's not calling me on some bullshit. It's letting me grab rebounds.
Empty possessions like that.
I'm liking this already. Look at this. No one's on Terry Rose.
Inbounds
No one's on
the
Terry
ball.
Rose.
Off the inbound pass.
It's because Terry Rose didn't want to make it.
But they're still out in front by 8.
Damn.
That last basket was buried
They
by
had to make one
number 12.
eventually, but I wanted to see how
Finally,
long
they
I could
ring
make
the
it
bell.
make it
That
go.
zero on the scoreboard was getting awfully uncomfortable.
A tough start. You don't want to take that long to get out of the gate. That last shot, good by Dandridge. The Delta Devils.
We won't even do a point of emphasis
Well,
yet.
let's
We're
get
still
back
got
to the
like
action.
9 minutes left in the half. We're doing just fine. Yeah, Planet Fitness was like one of those places that like I got a membership to. I got like the $10 a month thing, and they're like, "Are you sure you don't want to do $20 a month? I mean, you get unlimited access to the tanning booth." And like, I'm just kind of like pointing at my
Thread the needle, Vern.
fucking
Just wasn't enough
milk
space for that
complexion
pass.
skin, how pale I am. And I was just kind of like, do I look like I'm gonna be using that tanning booth? And they had like a massage chair too, which would have been kind of cool, but like,
Dishes to the right block. Can't convert. But he'll go to the line.
I found out they're not usually open. A lot of it was inconvenience where I was living. It was like highly inconvenient to try to get out there, as opposed to Anytime Fitness, where there's always been like an Anytime Fitness pretty much within like half a mile of where I've lived.
Good on number 2. Dumblauskis inbounds the ball. Copeland brings it up the floor.
Oh shit.
From the line.
But yeah, I always liked it because they had like locker rooms and shit, and it's like, man, Anytime Fitness needs to get locker rooms. Then I found out they actually did have, at least the ones that I go to, have like the bathrooms with the showers and everything, and I'm like, okay,
Waiting for the misstep.
that's exactly what I wanted out of my gym, was the ability to take a shower afterwards.
Greenlee leads him with the pass.
Oh god, come on guys. Oh my god.
Inside.
That's another block.
Goes up.
Oh my
Great finish in
god.
traffic.
How many blocks was that?
Dumblauskis takes it up. Dumblauskis reels in the
There we
offensive
go.
rebound.
Between was that Rose, or I think that was Rose who was getting like those blocks too. I don't even think that was Copeland.
Number 12 catches it right side.
I hate the fact that we couldn't like capitalize on how many blocks and shit we got. And my center just kind of stood around like a dummy those last
Oh,
couple
he
of
was wide
blocks.
open, Vern. He has to knock that shot down.
And I hate how Dumblauskis is being a bit Dumblauskis. Ah,
Backs him down. Moss
there you go.
nails the turnaround jumper. They push the lead to 9. They're bringing the double team. Number 11 passes way down court. Hooked away. But it's recovered by number 11.
But yeah, I found out like our Planet Fitness, at least the ones around here, it's like, oh yeah, it's open 24/7, except for like Saturdays and Sundays, and it's like, god damn it, I work. I mean, I don't work during the weekends, so sometimes I might want to go on an odd time of the day. I think that's my favorite part about Anytime Fitness, being able to go at midnight when there's like literally nobody else.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are making a few
No
lineup
one to
changes.
judge me.
Gibson inbounds the ball. They're going to double team him.
Come on.
Has it high post. Throws it up. No good on the jumper.
Oh man.
You can't afford to spot the other team. any more
16-7.
points. They're in danger of letting this game be over before the second
Alright,
half.
Gonzalez is not. We're looking like a top level team out there.
Couldn't make it a double digit.
I mean, I guess we're used to
Dandridge.
playing top level
But they're
teams,
up
but
by
still.
9. Gibson dumps it off. Tip. Holland. And it's
Aha!
picked up by Grambling.
He showed
There we go.
great hands on that steal. His man wasn't protecting the ball. He just snatched it away from him.
Nice touch on that last 3 by number 5.
This is working out really well. I really like this. Come on, back him in, make him do something. That's just what I'm trying to have them do, is just
Number 22 tosses it up.
force them to do something they don't want to do.
Down inside. Finished nicely down low on that last shot. About 5.5 minutes left in the half.
That jump shot is a lot easier for him
Come
when
on,
he has
Dandridge
such a height
can- yeah,
advantage
Dandridge
over his
can-
defender.
Take advantage of this.
Shoots it, and the ball will land out of
You know what I
bounds after
did
an errant
is
shot.
I spun to the right somehow. I meant to. I meant to. No, I think I did mean to
inbounds
spin
the
to the
ball.
right, and it spun.
They're set up
I
and
don't want to
minute.
have this conversation about the stupid spinning of the stick. It didn't spin the way I wanted it
Pass
to,
it to the elbow.
and I can't. And I don't know
Number
if that was
22
my own
backs
idiocy. I can't. I can't remember if that was my own idiocy that I spun the stick the wrong way, or
Gonzalez.
the game was just like,
He's doubled
nope.
up.
I've been hearing a lot of fuck Draymond Green. What the hell did Draymond Green do? I haven't really heard much.
Knocks down the first one. Both teams are going to make some substitutions. He gets the second to fall.
I guess I haven't been paying too much attention other than the basic games. It's like, hey,
Going to double team him.
Warriors beat the Thunder and
Leads him in.
all this and that. I haven't really heard what Green did.
And they now go up by 14. Mississippi Valley State calls timeout.
So we'll do rebounding again. Why not? Kicking people in the balls. Wow. Shoving people when he sets screens. A very, very dirty player. Or a guy that fit in the 90s.
The steal by Cleveland.
Such great instincts. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
Off target on the last shot by number 5.
Charge calls when he's
Leads
still
him with the
moving.
pass.
Wow. Who does he play for?
He's doubled up.
I'm trying to remember who
Skips it to
Draymond
the
Green
wing.
plays for.
That last long two was missed by Smith.
You have to hit that.
Hard to imagine he could get a cleaner look. Backs in, puts up a three. That one was drilled
Golden
by
State.
Smith.
Okay.
They're in front.
That's who I figured. I thought it was Golden State.
Here comes the double team.
I think I was thinking of a couple of other different Green guys.
You've got to be careful with your hands.
Like I'm thinking Boston. No, that's Jeff Green. And then there's one that plays for the one that plays for San Antonio, or at least used to play for San Antonio. Or something.
He must have thought someone was
Gerald.
rotating over
Okay.
to block that.
You can't lose concentration even for a second.
Kicks it out to the wing.
Ah,
Fires.
fuck me. Why do I keep
Down by Smith.
giving it to just
This crowd is going
the
insane.
plays that
I
Draymond
love
did
the
against
energy
Steven
in this
Adams?
building. Listen to them.
Steven Adams just takes it on the chin, or right on that glorious mustache.
Holly dishes it to the
That
left wing.
highway patrolman mustache of Steven Adams.
Number 12 catches it down low. About 3.5 minutes left in the half.
Oh, God.
And it's
Okay.
gathered up by Holly.
I mean, I'm not really. I'm just kind of playing wildly at this. I'm just kind of playing a lot looser and
Fires
faster.
it way up court.
Just because it's like, things are looking good for us.
Higgins launches one.
I gotta stop launching threes and just try to back them down in the paint.
Marshall passes it up
Can't
court.
let their big guys kind of push me around. That's why I can't wait until that's why I can't wait to get done with this year and get next year, because I think one of the guys I've been working on is a center, so I need a big man.
Sure his coach
I've
will
been
be
playing
telling him
small
that.
all year. I definitely was working towards a foul there, and it didn't happen. That's all right.
They're bringing the double team.
Hooked his around against Stevens and then drugged Steven down to the ground, and refs called a double foul. Jesus. It reminds me of the
Marshall is having a hard time getting
the
shot to
Western
go.
Conference Finals
So
game
it doesn't
where they were
break his
calling all that
confidence.
shit for the Lakers against the Kings.
It's one-on-one.
Pissed me the fuck off. And there was that one where Kobe just straight up elbowed Bibby,
Their first time out of the game.
and fucking Mike Bibby sitting there with like goddamn tissues or whatever to try to stop the bleeding because his nose is just busted wide open. and the refs are sitting there like, come on, we're gonna have to charge you if you don't. Like, I think they eventually called they called a foul on Bibby after Kobe just straight up elbowed him in the face.
The baseline jumper not there by Turner.
That's what it kind of reminds me of here. So, yeah, NBA officiating has never exactly been known for its integrity.
Bounces it to the top of the key. No good from three-point land.
When a shot like that comes around, you've got to hit it.
They just
Oh my God, I gotta stop playing so loose and fast. I need to think about what I'm doing.
He's double teamed.
27, yeah.
Number 22.
Oh yeah, and then fucking Shaq actually went like 70-some% from the line that night when they were showing all the weird little ways that he was doing his shots.
Tracy?
Coach Wilson is definitely aware of that problem.
I told him to spin to the left. It's all right. Still worked.
Even if it means leaving the perimeter open. Desperate measures here, Vern.
All right, Tracy.
I gotta stop playing retarded.
His first shot is good.
I mean, we're still pretty far up there as far as actually keeping. There we go. Yeah. Let's have the guy who takes threes take the threes. Let's have the guy who can actually shoot them take our threes.
Superior effort to fight through the foul and put it down. Strong move, Vern.
He completes the three-point play. Greenlee inbounds the ball. 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Goes up.
That was shit. What was it? Was it 2K13, 14? It wasn't it. Okay, because 2K11. I remember 2K. Okay, because. Okay, 2K11 had the Bulls, like a bunch of Bulls teams, and then teams that they faced, like in the finals or whatnot, which was really cool because they had like, and the Magic as well, because they faced them in like the Eastern Conference Finals, so that was cool. And then like 2K12 was like a bunch of different like teams, because I think it was the Dream Team thing, so they had a bunch of Dream Team guys. And then 2K13 like added to it, and I want to say it was 2K13 or 14 where they had the 01-02 Kings as like a legit team in it. And I was like so goddamn excited when I saw 01-02 Kings. I think it was the same year they added like the 01s. I'm thinking it might have been like 2K14 because I think it was the same year they added like the 01 76ers.
That's the half. And we're headed to the line.
I'm almost positive that was one as well, like the 2000-2001 76ers.
We're all set to begin the second half.
2K14, okay, yeah, I remember that because like they announced that like not too long before they actually released the game, and I'm just like, oh shit, 01-02 Kings.
Tracy Wolfson has more on what went on at halftime. Tracy?
Thanks, Vern. During halftime, I spoke
2K13.
with Coach Wilson.
It was definitely after 2K12. I definitely remember that. It was definitely after 2K12, so it was either 2K13 or 2K14.
Best when they played out of their comfort zone. By mixing things up, he hopes to shake up the opponent's confidence. Back to you guys.
Well done, Tracy. Thank you. No good.
2K14 included the EuroLeague. 2K13. Okay, so 2K14 must have been the one that also had the Dream Team on it.
The offensive rebound corralled by Francis. He'll take the foul. That defender clearly got some contact as he tried to make the shot.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2K14 was the Dream Team year, wasn't it? Because that was another part of the EuroLeague thing, was they also had the Dream Team on there. I remember they had I think it was like 2K12 or something. They had a mod that was like a bunch of different seasons, and my favorite one was like a 90s, I think it was like a 96, 97 or 97, 98 mod, like down to jerseys and courts and logos and all that shit, like being able to play like these teams. And I think you could even like change the, like, I mean, they had a shitload of scoreboards for 2K12, but someone had changed it to where you could play as like the NBA and NBC presentation setting.
Anticipates the pass.
I'd love to see
And
that.
I remember just how much fun that was, because I think I literally had about 3 different versions. At one point, I had one copy of NBA 2K12,
Need to find some
but
answers here.
I ended up copying the entire game, I think at least twice, to put in a bunch of modifications. So there was like a vanilla 2K12, and then I think there was
Makes the first.
can't remember. There was a second. There was another one. I can't remember. I think that was one I might have done a bunch of mods and stuff on. And then the third one was just a complete 97-98 mod that just kind of just had all those teams instead.
Number 22 pulls the trigger. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
The defense
But you had to
went
enter a code.
over that
Okay.
shot. He had nothing to work with.
Backs him down.
That might have been it too. That
Yanks it down.
they didn't even like mention it.
The big
I do
second
remember
chance
that.
bucket by
Like,
Dumbrowski.
I'm sure I still have that card sitting in my Xbox 360 copy of it. I don't feel like digging it out, but yeah, you're probably right.
The crossover. Greenlee catches it on the
I just remember being so excited with 2K12 because they were just like, we're going to add all these great classic teams and like fucking old school Magic and old school Jazz and like the mid-90s Sonics.
Gonzalez backs down.
Oh my god. Oh, will you stop lobbing it to him? Alright, we're going to have to make this work.
Bullseye.
There we go.
17 points, and he's the top scorer.
Have I watched the 30
Mississippi
for
Valley
30
State
over the
calls
Magic?
timeout.
I'm almost positive that at one point I did. I just can't remember off the top of my head that I may or may not have. I'm almost positive that at one point I watched the 30 for
Inbounds
30.
the ball. The Delta Devils have got
Because I think that was one where it was Penny, Shaq, and Dennis Scott.
out left. Passes it.
I'm just glad Dennis Scott's like
Good, tight
doing a lot
defense
better
there.
than he seemed to do like a few years ago.
Patient on offense.
I remember there was a YouTube video out, you could probably still find it. There was a YouTube video out where he was like supposed to be like he was at a basketball camp, but he was I think drunk or high or some shit.
And that's his 7th rebound so far.
If they leave a
And
shot
he
like
started
him
like
next time,
blasting
believe me,
music
he's gonna make them pay
through
for it.
his truck or SUV or some shit, and was just cursing a lot around the kids. Like he was just like it was really odd to see. I can't like it wasn't a high quality YouTube video, and I remember it was definitely at least several years ago because I remember they did like the NBA on like when they did the TNT presentation where they're like, and here's the like the Magic Big Three, you know, Dennis Scott, Penny Hardaway, and Shaq, and I'm like, fucking wow, Dennis Scott got himself back around, I guess.
Pulled in by Gonzalez. And that's his 6th rebound of the game.
Well, you can't fault him for taking that
Oh,
shot.
God.
The defense
Oh.
shouldn't be giving him such an open look.
Mississippi
I honestly
Valley
am not
State is
100%
really
sure how in the hell I do alley-oops.
backs in. Number 11.
We should really take. I think we have time to try that. 2K16's classic teams are pretty solid. I can't remember all of 2K16's classic
Now
teams.
behind by 19.
I gotta admit, I don't think that's one of those things that I check too much, just because I was more interested in like my GM and stuff like that, and then the ability to create my own team.
Nice move. It drops.
2000 Toronto Raptors with Vince Carter,
They're gonna
nice.
stick with them all the way up the floor in the full court.
It's always centered around one, like it's usually centered around like one or two guys. So like when you say 99 2000 Raptors, I just think Vince Carter Raptors,
But they're still down by 18.
the championship winning Celtics.
Dumbrowski
I guess
comes it off.
that's not really like Kevin Garnett's Celtics or Paul Pierce's Celtics. It's like
Moss
Garnett,
from the
Pierce, and
baseline.
Rondo.
Too strong.
I think Shaq was a part of that 08 Celtics team too, wasn't he? That was like one of his
Here
last
comes the
years.
double team. Number 11.
McGrady was on that Raptors team too, was he?
Number 12.
Don't even remember
Dumps
that.
into the paint.
No shot is safe or easy with this kid
I can't even
on the
remember
floor.
how long
He can send
McGrady
it
was
back
with
no matter
the
where you
Magic,
shoot from.
because I know
Right wing.
I don't know if he was gone from the Magic at that time,
About 6.5 minutes left.
or if this was in his transition period between.
He's double
This must have been a transition period. Like this must have been in between. Like this must have been before the Magic, because I think I always forget when McGrady started and when he was on the Magic. I think it was like early to mid 2000s, but he didn't last very long because he was more interested in punting the basketball than actually, shooting it. And then he went to the Rockets.
Number 11 at the controls.
And then China.
He's doubled up. Intercepted by Turner.
That's exactly what they wanted with that double. He couldn't
God
see
damn
the
it.
floor and just turned it over.
The Delta Devils.
I heard they were thinking about. It was either E60 or 30 for 30. It might be like an E60 special on the XFL. I would love to see
Backs down.
an E60 special on the XFL.
Moss releases.
Oh, there we go.
Mississippi Valley
T-Mac
State
and Yale
calls
Man
time.
Rockets.
They've got one left.
Nice. Let's do ball control. We haven't been the greatest with ball control.
Getting set to inbound the ball.
Oh, they're just subbing out all of it. Like they got the B team out there now. Like this is legit. Like
The
this is
Delta
all
Devils with some
B
difficulties.
team dudes.
Gets it left wing, tipped away, but it's recovered.
Did they ever have the Alonzo Mourning Heat? The Tim Hardaway Alonzo Mourning Heat?
Goes up.
I know they've had old Heat teams. I can't remember if they had the Alonzo, because I remember distinctly Alonzo Mourning was in 2K12, but it was the Hornets Mourning.
Backs in. Dendridge lets it
I'm
go.
almost positive
Gets
there was an
one
old
shot.
school Heat
He's shooting
that was in
50% for the game.
with Mourning and Tim Hardaway.
Corrigan gets the tie-up, but the offense is going to keep it with the possession arrow pointed their way. Under 5 minutes left in the second half.
I wanna have like an old school Vancouver Grizzlies team. Like they just suck shit, but I would love nothing more than to have like a completely shoddy, like everyone who is generally no-namers. Like old school, like I want to see old school Vancouver Grizzlies. It's like, man, I want to see people excited about, like, man, I get to play as fucking Sharif Abdur-Rahim and Lee Mayberry.
By number 5. He's 1 for 3 for the game.
And then fucking, oh god, I can't remember the name of the big tall dude.
Catches the nice lead
Bryant
pass in
Reeves.
stride and hits the layup.
Like I get to play as
Now down
Bryant
by
Reeves.
22. Off balance shot. The
I
shot
think that was one of the more exciting things to me about that, like that 97-98 mod.
He's double teamed.
I was like, yes, I get to play a shitty Vancouver Grizzlies team.
The Delta Devils will retain possession.
0506 with Mourning. Okay, that must have been like one of Mourning's last years, because that was Wade and Shaq Heat as well. That was much less Mourning and more Wade and Shaq.
Number 11. Can't hit from beyond the arc.
You'll want another shot with that much space. He knows he can make it.
Yeah, I was thinking they didn't have an old school Heat team with Mourning and
Has
Hardaway.
it outright. Dendridge releases from 16 feet. Number 22. Gets
Ah,
the
fuck.
rebound. But they still lead.
You know what
by
I'd love? I'd
24.
love a classic Golden State team. I want like the
Pulls the trigger.
I want the mid to late 90s. I want like the 98 Golden State Warriors with
Good job
Latrell
on the layup by
Sprewell,
Corrigan.
complete with
And they
coach
now
punching.
go up by 26. The Delta Devils will get this one back. Both teams are
Make
going
that
to
part
shake
of your
things
my
up a little
career.
bit with some subs.
This branch of the story inspired by Latrell Sprewell.
The Delta Devils with some abysmal stats.
Oh, he didn't punch a coach. He choked him. Sorry. Big difference. He physically assaulted his coach.
Is having big problems from beyond the arc. And I think Tracy has something for us.
We'll just leave it. There you go.
Delta Devils coach gathered his guys on the sidelines a few minutes
I thought he
ago and
did
told
punch
them
a
to
teammate
forget
at one
about
point.
their last shot and work hard
I know
to build for their next one.
I'm almost positive he physically assaulted at least one or two of his teammates as well.
Too much contact there, Vern. You're not going to get away with it if you affect the shot that much.
03-04 Timberwolves with Sprewell, but that's not. I mean, that's not Latrell Sprewell.
After a short rest.
Like, I mean, that's Latrell Sprewell, but that's not Latrell Sprewell. I mean, I want fucking dude who should be in the Hall of Fame if he wasn't such a fucking gangsta.
Cameron inbounds the ball. Deflects the pass. And it's scooped up by Francis. The D was really
Fred Hoiberg was on that team.
That's
Oh
how you
yeah.
do it. Keep the heat on.
Yeah, the
Wait for
Iowa
misstep
State coach.
and then
Well,
capitalize.
now the Chicago Bulls coach.
Number 5 tosses it up court.
Oh, fuck. How come he couldn't finish that?
Instead,
The contact didn't really come until he was most of the way through his shot. That shouldn't have affected it that much.
He makes the first.
I mean, I'll hit it and I'll be fine.
Didn't
But
sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game.
Olawakandi.
He gets them both.
Man, all these. Oh, you know what they should have? They should have an old school. God, I can't even remember a second person that they could possibly put on the team, but like an old school Washington Bullets team. Just so we could like let's get a mid 2000s Rockets team and a late 90s Bullets team, so we can have Yao Ming versus George Marason. Just the ability to have George Marason there. Manute Bol. Yeah, I mean, you could do Bol, but Bol kind of sucked. Marason was awesome.
He gets the second to fall as well. Wheeler inbounds the ball.
No
Number 5
one to
goes
come
up,
get me.
Slides in with a soft finger roll. They're leading 62-38. 2:03 left in the game.
Wonder how much that would cost them to like put a bunch of like old school players in, or not players, but old school like logos and teams and such. I wonder how much it would cost them to be like, hey, can we put in some of your old logos and old team names, so we could have like Vancouver Grizzlies and Bullets and.
Shot from the baseline, nailed by Higgins.
I want to see I want to see a like a legendary Bobcats team. I don't know. What
22 gets it left side.
what year could they possibly pick for a legendary Bobcats team? Wasn't there only like 1 year that they actually made it to the playoffs? That would probably be the year.
All net on the shot by Cameron. They got on this roll a while
A
ago.
legendarily bad Bobcats team.
Dish left wing, number 11. Can't finish in the post.
I bet he wants another try at that shot.
8 seed Bobcats. There you go.
Has it
Those are your legendary Bobcats teams right there.
To the right wing. Francis gets the rebound.
I think this game is out of reach, Vern.
Featuring, I can't remember if Kemba Walker was a rookie that year or if he came the year after.
Goes straight out of bounds after the shot.
Or 2 years after, I think, actually. Yeah, because he was a #1 pick, so Bobcats wouldn't have gotten a #1 pick. The Gerald Wallace, Stephen. Oh yeah, I forgot Gerald Wallace was kind of a big center of that team around that time.
Number 5.
Kemba, yeah, I was gonna say like he was like #1 or 2 or something. So clearly, if they made 8 seed in the playoffs, that he wouldn't have joined them that time.
Wheeler ties him up. Arrow is facing the defense. That
Kemba was 2011, yeah. Get like the 01, either like the 2001 2002 Washington Wizards, and get that amazing Michael Jordan Kwame Brown dynamic. Oh, was he pick 9? I thought he was like a top pick.
Bringing the double team.
I don't know why I thought Kemba Walker was like one of the top 3 picks.
Off the mark with the buzzer beater. And that's the ball.
Who was the top pick?
The Tigers blowout Mississippi Valley
Genuinely
State,
interested
70
now
to
because
38.
I'm
And now
just
it's
like
time to show you
spewing
our player of the game.
retardedness. 2011 NBA draft. I have a name and I don't want to... Was that the Kyrie Irving one? I don't know why I thought he was 2012.
Now let's go back to Greg Gumbel with today's version of the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Thanks, Vern. Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports
Oh,
Studios.
come on.
I'm Greg Gumbel with today's version of the Pontiac game-changing performance. A big momentum swing was a considerable factor in the outcome of this contest. The Grambling State Tigers
get to the
used a long scoring run
Irving,
to catapult
Williams,
themselves to a
Cantor,
comfortable victory.
Thompson,
It all started on the play you see right
Valanciunas,
here. This
Jan
considered a
Vesely.
run that gave them the confidence they needed to put this game away.
Dude, I remember when
thanks,
Jan
Greg.
Vesely was supposed to
This
be
is
like a
Vern
big thing.
Lundquist for Tracy Wilson and Bill
Bismack Biombo, Brandon Knight, Kemba Walker, Jimmer Fredette. Oh my god. I remember when he was supposed to be like the hottest shit coming out of college. Coming out of college, that's what I heard about was goddamn Jimmer Fredette. Morris Brothers, Kawhi Leonard, Tobias Harris, Monteunas, Fareed. It's an interesting draft. It's weird to look at people who are like halfway down and be like, yeah, they did so much better than certain other people. I remember thinking Brandon Knight was supposed to do really well. Who's he? Is he? I wonder who Brandon Knight still plays for. I assume he's probably not with the Pistons still. My phone is being an idiot. Suns. Yeah. It says Suns here. He actually left the Bucks. Let's see. Recruiting. Recruits. I remember I had like an NBA 2K12 like association, and Brandon Knight like led my team. He was the leader of my team. Like, I took rookie Brandon Knight, and he was the guy that I built up to like a superstar. Just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna make sure it retains its 100. I'm sure it's not gonna go down, but might as well, right? Texas Southern 3-22. God damn. And we're at home, so this should be fun. Jan Vesely. He's still playing? Oh, he's back. He's back elsewhere. He's back across
Get
the
ready
ocean.
for college hoops on 2K
Ouch.
Sports. The Texas Southern Tigers battle the Grambling State Tigers. This should be a
For
whale
that.
of a
He was picked up by the Kings,
Hello,
wasn't he?
basketball fans. We're here at Memorial Gym. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. What's your take on this, Bill?
Man, he got put down to goddamn D-League.
Is a top-notch power
Jesus. All I remember about Jimmer Fredette, he was supposed to be the hottest shit coming out of college. And then he got picked like 10th, and then he just kind of fell on his face. Wow, I lost a tip-off.
Dumps it off.
It's a rarity.
Bounces it to the wing.
I don't want to be superstitious and think that this is a bad sign of things to come, but we'll see.
Rodriguez.
I'm just going to assume I'll beat their asses anyway.
Here's the spin move.
Oops. Didn't even need to jump. That guy didn't have the...
The last shot
Wow,
missed from three-point
Moss.
range. Pass it
I gotta say, that's
left wing.
there you go. Yeah, see.
Swatted it out of here quicker than it came in. That'll make the highlight
The
reel.
rebounds I can't do, the blocks I can.
Rhodes dishes it to the baseline.
When I control him,
Backs
he's
in.
really stupid at some things, but not everything.
Puts it up. Scores
There
the
you go.
opening field goal. He's got two.
Pacers actually traded away Kawhi Leonard. I hope the Bucks feel that way about Tobias Harris.
Right wing from deep, drained by number 20. He's
People
1
were
for 2
so
from deep.
excited in Orlando for like Tobias Harris. I remember seeing someone was pointing out like Milwaukee Bucks forums where they're just like, how could they trade away Tobias Harris? I'm like, huh?
Nails it from the left.
Who?
They now lead by 1.
I'm all for like good young talent. I just wasn't sure how Tobias Harris was going to
Has it left wing. That last shot netted
do
for
here.
3.
Nice range. If the D doesn't bring a little more pressure, he could heat up from out there.
Lob, left wing. Rose backs in.
They got the draft coming up at the end of the month, don't they? They already did the lottery, didn't they?
Rose tosses it up.
I thought they did the lottery already.
It's now all knotted up.
Or that's at the very least coming up extremely soon. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they did the lottery already.
Bounces it cross court.
Boston got number 3 pick.
Pulls it in.
I think Orlando was set to get like 10th or 11th or something. I don't know where they landed.
Passes it to the low block.
I don't know who Orlando's going to get though.
Reporter Tracy Wolfson for an update.
I'd say a good power forward because we haven't really have been clicking with the best power forwards. And Orlando gets 11. Okay.
He said he'd be surprised if either side is able
Let's say a good power forward because we got a center, we got a small forward. We're working on our guards. Our guards are doing pretty alright. I don't know how well Peyton's doing. I heard
just dared him to shoot.
Fuck, what's his name? The European dude who's also a, I think he's a shooting guard or something. Fuck, I can't remember his name. We just traded for him like the last year or so. Hazonia, there we go. Thank you. I'm really glad that there's only like a 3-4 second delay in Hitbox. This is one of those times I enjoy that. Yeah, Hazonia. I don't know how well I've been hearing he's been doing really well. I don't know how well Peyton's been doing.
Inbounds the ball.
It looks like they're playing
I don't think Aaron Gordon's been doing all that great. I can't remember if he has or not. I don't think he has.
Number 20. Dishes down
other than his dunking skills.
Good choice to deliver.
I haven't heard much about his actual basketball skills.
Backs down. Right wing. Behind the arc. Oh, net on the shot by Rose. They're now out in front by 6. Here comes the double team. The Tigers take their first time out of the game.
We'll do defense, why not? Peyton's pretty solid and promising. Well, that's good. I admit I haven't really been paying attention too much to this season. He's not as much as I probably should have.
Beats it to the left.
Oh, sorry.
Gets the bucket off the nice inbound play.
I don't know why I'm tired.
But they're still behind by 4.
Well, I didn't get the greatest amount of sleep last night, but wow, that was just straight up. Like it looked like a block, but it also looked like just straight up like foul. Like he just straight up smacked my wrist. All around point guards that are triple double threats. Well, that's cool.
Can't convert, but he'll go to the line for 2.
I know Vucevic's been doing pretty well too.
Misses the first. McCullough to make his first stand off the bench.
Shit, I gotta stop yawning.
Good on number 2.
I'm not even halfway through this.
Dendrick inbounds the ball. Right around 8 minutes left in the half.
Come on, Dumlaskis. Oh, wow. I saw it, and I'm like, oh, no, it's going to take a really stupid bounce outside of the rim. And it didn't. It bounced in. I was shocked. Vucevic was being talked up as one of the East's best centers. Then Andre Drummond happened. Dude, I told you Andre Drummond was going to be fucking good. I've been using him in my... There's a reason why I've been using him in my 2K like when I used him in 2K15, but no, everyone was just like,
Last layup by Moss.
Credit the D there.
Andre Drummond, why would you pick up Andre Drummond? I remember that shit when I was playing 2K15. They were just like, why did you pick up Andre Drummond? Andre Drummond isn't good.
First time out. The Tigers are going to make some substitutions. Gets it out left. Dandridge passes down low.
There we go.
Dropped in by Gonzalez. Rodriguez inbounds the ball. Here we go again. Yet another lead
And he
change.
plays for the
This
Pistons.
is what the fans came to see. What a game!
He plays
Steal
for.
by Grambling. It's 2-on-1. Up ahead.
He's
Rose
good, but he
with
plays
shot.
for the
Finishes
Pistons.
the break. He's got 9.
Hard to have a good player on the Pistons.
He's double
No,
teamed.
especially when up until recently they were paying like fucking Tayshaun Prince like $10 million a year to be there.
Floyd.
Yeah, no.
Rodriguez snatches it down inside.
A little sloppy on the release.
You're right. Just a
Any
little, but it
any
cost
team
him
that's
there.
willing to pay Tayshaun
to the
fucking
wing.
Prince over $10 million a year to be on their team probably isn't the
The hook
greatest
shot.
eye for talent.
Snatched off the defensive glass by McCullough. Simple conversion, and somehow it doesn't fall.
Those are the kind of
I should
shots
probably
that will
specify
haunt you
Tayshaun
for a
Prince
while.
after like 2013.
Uses the crossover. Rodriguez with the floater. Finishes in close. They cut it to 1. Rose inbounds the ball.
Hey, Nielsen, how's it
Number 5
going?
Passes it up court. Backs down.
Ah,
Puts it up. Easy
Oh,
J,
fuck.
but it's missed by Gonzalez. But they're still out in front by 1.
it's like they asked Tayshaun if he wants to come back like the good old
Skip
days. He
pass,
turns them down. They
cross
offer more money just just to have a veteran.
Number 20.
We need someone to lead these
Picks it
kids.
up. Can't connect on the short-range jumper.
The situation called for a kick out.
What can I do with these
Just too
kids?
solid inside.
There we go. It's like having Channing Frye on the Magic. It's like there's no reason for you to be here other than to be a veteran for a bunch of dudes under 25.
Made some changes that could affect their chemistry a little bit. I don't think these guys have played together very often.
To be fair, Channing Frye's not terrible.
Gets the second to fall as well. Rodriguez inbounds the ball.
Man, the locker room sucks.
Has it baseline. Abram passes
Wasn't
to the
Channing
right.
Frye on the Magic? Or was that the
Left wing.
Magic traded Tobias to the Pistons? What? I gotta check that on the next.
Wade raises up. Abram
Ah,
keeps
goddammit.
alive on the offensive end. Just missed it.
I gotta-
No three-point
what?
opportunity.
Okay.
But he'll go to the line for 2. He'll take the foul. That defender clearly got some contact.
Frye was on the Magic. I kept thinking that like he might like it's like he's on the Magic, right? He's not on the Suns anymore. Pistons. Who the fuck did they get?
Gets the second to fall as well.
Oh god. Okay. Traded the Pistons in exchange for Brandon Jennings and Ilyasova. That's not terrible, I guess.
Under
Is
5
well then
minutes
again.
left in the half.
Okay, my feelings on Brandon Jennings are probably a few years old, so I don't know how Brandon Jennings has been doing in 2016.
Thus far.
I hear the name Brandon Jennings and I'm like, fucking awesome, Brandon Jennings, and I'm like, wait,
Doesn't get the go-ahead basket.
how are we able to get Brandon Jennings for Tobias Harris? What happened?
Neither team can find a way to pull away from the other.
Wade inbounds the ball.
He's been injured. Jennings was promising and got wrecked by injuries. Oh, great. So the Magic have another goddamn point guard that's injury prone. Fantastic.
15-footer.
God, we just can't seem to stop collecting them.
Dishes, left wing. Higgins fires.
Fuck.
Rodriguez has it.
He's had
That's his
ACL
fourth
issues.
rebound thus
He's pretty dope. Yeah, no. That's the Magic just love collecting talented point guards who are injury prone as fuck.
Number 5 brings it up the floor.
That's a Magic MO.
The finger roll was flipped up and in by Dandridge. They're now up by 3.
Ryan Don Harris confirmed dangerous in that mod. They may or may not dislike Booker T. Ron and Don Harris got in a fight backstage. I'd actually love to do like I think that's something I feel like doing, like start doing like redoing WCW, starting off with like the Big Bang, you know, the Big Bang that never happened. Ron and Don Harris have a severe dislike of Harlem Heat. Really?
Moss inbounds the ball.
That's on me. And they're also tied because I'm doing a lot of stupid stuff right now. I need to just kind of remember how to play this game smart. Because I haven't been smart. Yeah, I don't mind Ilyasova.
They're bringing the double team. Bounces it to the corner. Wade.
It's weird that that's probably why we got Jennings, is because the Bucks don't want to have to deal with a point guard who's not there. And to be honest, we've got Peyton, so you know, Jennings could always be a sixth man, and then if he gets injured, it's not going to be like getting shot in the foot.
Gets them both.
Channing Frye is Tobias' cousin.
Around 3 minutes left in the half. Dumblauskis backs him down.
Your Styles has a steroid and soft drug problem.
Corey gets it down low. That last shot was off from 11.
Floyd went after that rebound hard. Great work.
The drug community.
Bounce pass down low.
I hadn't actually, you know, it's kind of funny. I hadn't actually heard the source of that the gay community joke. I hadn't actually heard the source up until maybe a month or so ago.
Knocks down the first one.
I just went with it whenever I heard the gay community. I'm like, there's probably something that has to do with AJ Styles. I know a lot, back in the old days, he used to say faggot a lot. I didn't know if that had anything to do with it. But I never heard the actual source of the gay community joke. He has a soft drug problem and he handed his request after I sent him to rehab. That's quite funny.
And it's still all tied up 28.
I don't know. He looks like he's on drugs, so he must be on drugs.
Backs in, puts it up, swishes it through. They're now up by
You see the bags under his eyes? Of course he's a druggie.
Has not been able to shut down the inside game at all. Tracy is by their bench with a report.
Coach Davis was talking to
I gotta say, CM Punk back in
he said he wants to
Punk back in the early to mid 2000s looked like the most he was the most heroin addicted looking straight edge dude ever.
39 left in the first half. He was hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
There we go.
Knocks down the first one.
Because he didn't have all the he had some tattoos, but not all tattoos. So he didn't have the sleeve. So he just had random tattoos in places. He had the blonde hair. He was skinny. How to fix a toxic backstage in TEW16. I wish I could help you with that. I don't really particularly have to deal too much with that. Just because I kind of tend to take a look at my backstage before I hire most people. And it's been quite a while since I've done anything with a relatively toxic backstage environment. I will say, they've added some new stuff in the locker room controls. So there might be something there that you might be able to use to try to help people out. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Wade, lead pass down low. McCullough hits the layup after the pump fake freezes the D. But they're still down by 2. 4-second differential between the shot clock and the
I
game.
was looking for I'm looking for some fouls to show up here. There you go. Corrigan can finish under the paint, or under the hoop.
Inbounds the ball.
In the paint, under the hoop.
The Tigers.
I honestly thought that was going to hit him square in the face. I gotta admit, it looked like it was gunning right for his face.
And he went the other.
Looked like it was gunning right for his face.
He's double teamed.
Helping him clear the air gives minus backstage rep. Yeah, it's a thing.
Baseline. Corrigan with the teardrop.
Ah, goddammit.
Gets the board inside.
The student
Like, yeah,
section
you're gonna, I
is
mean,
out
that happens.
That's what
I think that's one of the things that irritated me most about the switch over from 13 to 16 is I looked at 13 and I looked at like how I was viewed upon by my roster, and it's like I'm very slightly leaning to the left towards like the Velvet Glove type thing. So it's like, oh man, I don't think I do enough Velvet Glove type stuff to warrant, say, some sort of motivational speech. But I was as far down as you could get in loyalty. Like, I wholly 100% inspired loyalty in my locker room, which is what led to you know what? That's probably what led to that's probably what led to some of my guys leaving, was the switchover. Because there I didn't spend a year and a half creating loyalty.
I talked with Coach Wilson. He told me that he thinks it is going to take a different approach this half for them
He
to
fired
hold on to this
Goldberg.
lead. Coach
Why?
told
He
me
was
that
a retired
wasn't
wrestler,
going to
refused to
play
pay
his
50K a
next
month
half
for a
by the
personality.
ball.
Now he's on
And
New
that
Japan,
is
not
somewhat
retired.
called counterintuitive.
Huh.
I guess we'll see what he means.
Wonder why he was
Enough.
retired.
Back to you.
Well done, Tracy. Thank you. Nice pass. Floyd lets it go. Misses the three.
There we go.
Floyd, he's having a hard time getting his shot to go, Vern. You just hope it doesn't wreck his confidence. But it's
Now
hard
you're
to
slacking
see
off
how
me.
it would.
Nah, I still missed it. Fuck.
They still have a 7-point lead. Skips it to the right side. Bynum.
It's times like this, talking about TEW makes me want to play more TEW.
Passes it back to the
And I
wing.
just played that like 2 nights ago.
Intercepted by
I just posted the video like right before this stream. I was going to post it yesterday, but I had issues with uploading it. I think like my entire computer froze on me like halfway during the uploading process. So I had to re-upload it again today.
Good for the three-point play.
He complained about being a main eventer. That's what reminds me about the dudes like on NBA 2K16 who complained that they weren't a big enough part of the,
By Marsh.
like on 2K15 and 2K16, the guys who complained that they weren't a big enough part of the offense, especially when they were like like I think that happened on stream where it was like, I think it was Drummond or somebody was like, I'm not a big enough part of the offense. I'm like, you're the number one.
80% for the game.
You're the number one scoring option right now. There's literally, you literally can't get any bigger
Backs down.
than being the number one scoring option on the
It was
team.
hit by Marsh. 16 points, and he leads all in scoring. Bynum brings it up the floor.
Overrated match. Dude complained about being a wrestler.
Corrigan yanks it down inside.
Corrigan did a good job to grab that rebound. Perfect position.
All right, let's see if
that time.
Corrigan can back up into this dude.
Corrigan backs
Wow,
in.
Corrigan can get right up in there.
Shoots. Drains it from the paint. By 8.
Tells you just exactly. Go, 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 go. Double team. Oh, okay.
Calls time.
Let's do shot selection. I think I can figure out the defense on my own. I want to do shot selection for my own good.
Rodriguez inbounds the ball. He's doubled up. Number 20 has it right
Yeah.
wing.
Oh,
Last shot was
fuck.
buried for three.
Okay.
The D has to get out there on him, Vern. And force
They're
him
trying to
do
give me like a
something
run
else.
for my money here.
Shooting the three
It's
all
kind
night
of
long.
weird.
Backs him down.
Let's have Corrigan go back in there. Yeah, Corrigan's just like backing him down. Like, yeah,
Unloads.
no, I got this.
Rodriguez pulls it in.
Except he don't, because he didn't make that one.
By 5.
He was like right underneath the hoop. Still couldn't do it. That's okay.
Dumblowskis yanks it down off
I
the
hate how
glass.
much I'm yawning.
Corrigan dumps it off. Moss backs him
Oh
down.
my God.
They're
Oh,
bringing
shit.
the double team.
I meant to pass, but hey, if it works, it works.
And he makes the first. Gonzalez didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game. He gets them both. McCullough inbounds the ball.
But yeah, it's always kind of interesting in basketball to see like who ends up becoming like big or who ends up like
Taken away by Gonzalez.
becoming like a huge flop. Someone who might have been really good like within the first year or so in their
That you're not effective out there. It's a
career, and then just flopped hard.
Really struggled.
Like whatever happened to Andrew Bynum? It's one of those things I just thought about. Whatever happened to Andrew Bynum?
Last layup, no good. Finished nicely.
Is he still a
down low
thing?
on that last shot.
He gets up close and personal.
Did they just eventually straight up get rid of him?
For error and no room for anybody
I gotta
to do
assume he's
anything
still
about it.
playing for some
Denver,
sort of low-level
easy
team.
look.
He's probably at least
Snatches
somewhere.
the rebound. Flip up and in on that last layup.
Oh my goodness, so graceful. Gorgeous move.
Those two
Takes it
lawsuits.
up.
Female
Buries the
managers.
teardrop layup.
Huh.
He's got 4. Leads him in.
Ah,
Stolen by
fuck me.
Texas Southern. Picked him clean.
Well, the game just slows down for him to the point he sees things that others don't.
Bounces it to the right wing. Number 20 has it right wing.
Come on.
Swing pass, right wing.
I'm not too overly worried right now.
Pulls it in.
He'll want another shot with that much space. He knows he can make
Are they
it.
gonna they're gonna sit like all over me here?
Moss gets it, left block. Shoots from the post.
Ah,
Pulled in
fuck.
by McCullough. They still have a 7-point lead. Here's the double team. Bynum skips it to the elbow. Floyd.
Okay.
Hauls it in. That's his 4th rebound thus far.
It doesn't matter how far you've got to
Oh,
go to get the
oh.
burn. Every rebound
Now I'll
is
do it.
essential.
The
Kiss
three
my
was
ass.
drained by Dumblowskis. They're up 54-44. About
come on.
6.5 minutes left in the second half.
Coach Davis might have decided to switch things up a little bit. He's going to take time to make sure
G1
everybody's
BS
clear
game. Yeah,
on
I
the
think
game
it's
plan.
fairly like randomized. Like I think depending on what happened, there's a big chance. There's a bigger chance of winning a lawsuit, but there might also be a small chance of losing because it's all usually just based on either a jury or the competency of a judge. You never know. Let's continue to work on shot selection here.
Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
I think it's kind of random. Because you never know, you could end up with a ridiculously stupid jury
Inbounds the ball. The Tigers were the
that
last
ends
ones
up
to touch it, and they'll
something
turn it
that seems like a cut and dry case. Perhaps they found 12 people who
It wasn't about
don't know the
defensive
difference
pressure
between,
either. He just fired it on
wrongful
target.
termination
There's no
and,
question what kind of defense they're in, Vern.
something like
Minute.
that.
Dandridge tosses it up. Gets
There
the
we go.
shooter's roll off the front of the rim. They take a 12-point lead. Texas Southern is really struggling. Number 20 gets it right wing. That last triple off the mark.
When a D got lucky there, Vern, you
I've
can't expect
got
many
to stop
misses when
yawning.
you're that open.
Skip pass to the free throw line.
It's going to make the
Backs
idea
down.
of playing anything after this
With the hook
very
shot.
difficult.
Made.
It's like, you going to play the bigs too?
They now score 13 unanswered points.
How about I just go sleep?
Here comes the double team. Texas
Can I just
Southern
go sleep?
is having real turnover problems. Tracy, do you have something for us on that?
Coach Davis is not sugarcoating the issue. He told his assistants our fundamentals are abysmal, and then added the only players I want
Damn.
on the floor right now are the ones that can take care of the ball.
Thanks, Tracy.
I'm sure that wasn't the shot they
Oh,
wanted there, but
fuck
they'll
me.
take it.
Stolen by number 20. That last
You know what I'd love to
19-foot
see,
shot was
and I
off
haven't
target.
seen it in any sort of promotion yet, I haven't seen any sort of promotion where I haven't seen any sort of file save that would go like early 2002 or something. You know, like around the time ROH was starting and TNA was starting and stuff like that. Like, but what I also want to see is I want to see XWF in a mod. I want to see someone try to book XWF. It's like, all right, you're Jeff Jarrett. You now have to book this Fed with the Nasty Boys and Hennig and Bagwell and the Wall, and then some young guys as well. And then Kid Cash is going to grab Josh Matthews out of the crowd.
About 4.5 minutes left in the second half. The Tigers call time. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Oh, Mason, I should tweet that at New Legacy. They like to do that stuff, and I think if they run out of... wow, I got that like dead on. If they like to do the Asylum Year stuff, it'd be kind of funny to see them do XWF episodes, because I know they have a few full episodes on there.
Recovered by Dumblowskis. The Tigers will retain possession.
Nothing like seeing a great Buff Bagwell versus Marty Jannetty match. Or the Nasty Boys versus the Shane Twins.
Picked up by Rose. That's his second steal of the contest. Dumblowskis, the finisher. Dumblowskis hauls it in off the glass.
Beautiful work to fight through that foul and get
A show that is basically emceed by Jimmy Hart and Brian Knobbs.
Good for a three-point play.
4 minutes left. We are up by 19 points. I think we've got this down and in the bank. But I'm just going to keep playing the way I've been playing, because why not?
Rodriguez misses, but he'll get 2 shots from the line. Knocks down the first one.
I can't quite remember how to do alley-oops. Is that in the controls? Can I see that in the controls setup? I don't even know. I know that there was a way. There was certainly a way to do it. I'm just gonna hit combos of buttons that I think it was till I come up with something. Whoops, that wasn't it. Shit. I'll take it.
He's 1 for 2 for the game. The Tigers with some difficulties. Beats it to the left side.
27 companies, damn.
Can't get the jumper to fall.
With a wide open
29
like that,
companies. I think in my most recent mod that I've been using for my streams, it has 100. I think it had like 40 or 50, and then like I kind of threw in some companies from another mod. So it's up to like 100.
He's double teamed. Picked clean.
So it's kind of cool because you get all these different little companies just kind of mulling around everywhere.
Bynum fires it way up court. Texas Southern calls time. They've got 1 left. Rodriguez inbounds the ball.
I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Lays it right in.
Oh well.
And they're now down by 22.
We're up by 22 points. And I needed a drink.
The finger roll was laid in by Wheeler. By 24, they're bringing the double team. 2:40 left in the game.
I wanted something caffeinated, but I didn't really get anything too highly caffeinated. And I was purchasing my food. I'm trying to eat healthier. That's another thing. I bought a lot of vegetables.
Sizing up his
Then I also
man.
bought like steamed vegetables and stuff, or stuff that I can steam.
Leads him in.
So that would be kind of nice. That's a lot of vegetables, and then, you know, some... I mean, carbs aren't really a necessarily good thing, and there's a lot of things I missed, but that's just because I had a basket, and I needed to get other stuff. I still need to get, like, milk, eggs, chicken, yogurt, probably.
Number 20 puts it up. No good out of the corner. You would have liked to seen them get a better shot off than that, Bill.
You know, Vern, that's
I got like
just
basics this
shot
time.
selection.
Feeds it to the right. Higgins backs him down.
Oh shit, that wasn't a good
Launches
idea.
one from beyond the arc.
Okay, that worked, I guess.
Drilled
Sure,
by
why not?
Wheeler.
Let's just do that.
For the game. Floyd.
Fleisch June. Ah, goddamn. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Did Fleisch make a June update? I thought it was going to take him a little bit longer than
Tremendous
that.
feed
I remember
right there.
him saying
So
something that was
pretty.
going to be at least like July or something before he did an official TEW update. Unless he did a TEW 2013 one, but I figured he was spending most of his time working on 16.
27. Floyd.
Because yeah, that's the dude that
Muscles in and snags the offensive
that's the
rebound.
dude that I trust for my real world mods.
Hangs and hits.
That's exactly why you don't quit working. Once the shot goes up, you keep
Bah.
fighting for those offensive boards to help your team out.
Goes up. Couldn't get the shot.
Ah,
Foul
damn.
and gets a trip to the line.
I'll have to check that at the end to see.
He
Okay.
makes the first. He gets them both.
Yay.
Dendry didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game. Abram inbounds the ball.
Tyler's tired.
27 seconds
I
left in
knew
the
this
game.
when I woke up
Golden
today.
pass.
You know, it's one of those weird things that I do enough streaming,
Turner passes
even if
it
it's
up
only
the
like
right.
3, maybe 4 times a week at
Passes
best.
left side.
It's still one of those weird things that I actually thought about that actively this morning. That was like one of the first thoughts I had when I got out of
I
bed.
don't think they can come back.
It's really weird.
Time in too short a time.
Because the first thought I had when I got out of bed was, man, I slept like shit today, and I haven't streamed in 2 days, so I feel this obligation to stream today because I've been talking about wanting to do something, I've been wanting to play something,
Kicks it out to the left wing.
and I need to
Rises and dishes. Dendry with the
keep up because I don't like going more than a couple of days.
number 12.
Ooh, that's gotta suck.
The Tigers.
Yeah, I don't like,
And now it's time to show you a player of the game.
yeah, I don't like going more than a couple days without having any sort of content on my channel. I get paranoid as fuck.
Let's quickly go to Greg Gumbel
It's just
to
like
the
shit.
studio.
I've gone like 2 days without
Pontiac game-changing performance.
content.
Hi, and welcome everyone to the 2K Sports
I seen
Studio.
that I got like
I'm
4
Greg
new
Gumbel.
subscribers,
We're
but I know I'm
bring
gonna
you
lose at
our
least 1 or
Pontiac
2 if I don't
game-changing
post something. Broken in WCW 2001 mod. Did Fleisch do that? Well, I've always trusted him to do stuff pretty correctly. No. Yeah, I figured. I can't remember what he did. He did, because he's done a real world one, and then he's done like a couple other things that were slightly more fictional. The dude who made that mod is respected big time. Okay. Did I win? I did win. I have to check that. It's probably gonna go wonky on me when I try to. I need an actual browser to pop up, and right now my dashboard does not like being. It's never liked being a legit browser. So I got to. I gotta just put up my own. Oh my god! I'm just having. I fail at learning how to make fucking. Oh, there is a version June 2016. Okay. I'm a YouTube sub long before I found out about Hitbox. Yeah, that's why I do the YouTube thing, because, like, I know people who are like, yeah, I stream on Twitch, and it's like, do you do anything with your Twitch streams? Nope, I just stream on Twitch, and it's like, well, I can't, I feel like I can't do that, because, like, I wouldn't have a fucking audience if I didn't post the shit. Because sometimes I like to record stuff without, streaming it, in the case of some of my football stuff, and stuff like that. And not to mention, I do my streams at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't have a set schedule like most people. It is almost tourney time. I got one more game left in this, and then I'll do I'll probably, you know what I'm gonna do? The plan that I have is I think I'm going to maybe post something on my channel. Basically asking people like, hey, a lot of you guys really seem to like TEW and college hoops, and I really enjoy playing TEW and college hoops, despite the last stream when I cursed out Southern University.
Get ready for college hoops.
Gennady, okay. I didn't know if it was Gennady or Captain Charisma. I don't know if Captain Charisma does it anymore. He's been mostly real world mods, and I didn't mind Captain Charisma's mods, with the exception of the fact that I always thought he underrated his characters a little bit. That's the only reason that I'm more like Fleisch with Real World Update, because I used to use Captain Charisma a lot, and then Fleisch did, in my opinion, a better job with kind of having a more rounded out, characters. That was nice. Last update when Captain Charisma was early 15. Okay. I didn't think he was still doing anything anymore. That's what I kind of thought. Like, I remember he was one of the first guys that I was doing real world mod, that I was downloading real world mod stuff from, so I didn't know.
That's exactly why you don't quit working once the shot goes up.
I think he was one of the first guys to be doing something from, like when TEW 2005 went freeware. I think he was one of the first guys who was doing a lot of that real world stuff.
Anticipates the pass.
Or at least updating what mods had already been made for it.
Moss backs him down.
Oh my god. I gotta keep a little bit more on my toes, because this team is technically better than me. Fleisch and T-Zone. T-Zone, that's another one, yeah. T-Zone is another one of the guys that I feel like sometimes he underrates his guys a little bit. That's another one.
Knocks down the first one.
Like I'll see a mod where I'm just sitting here looking at certain people and I'm like, why'd you rate him? Like, I think there was one that like it really kind of like bothered me, because I saw like, I think there was at one point in time I was looking at a real world mod of his, and I was like, oh yeah, I would love to hire Jay Briscoe. He'd be great for promos. Then it was like, Jay Briscoe, 55 charisma. I'm like, what the fuck? How? How is he only a 55? Alright, let's see this in comparison to other people. And then it was like, I think Eva Marie was like a 60. Davey Richards was also a 55. I'm like, fuck no. Fuck no.
Not a good one.
Briscoe's got way more charisma than Davey Richards. What are you doing? Oh my fucking god. I gotta stop doing that now. That'd be fantastic.
There's no arguing that call. He definitely got hacked.
Fires a vicious broken leg. Too expensive to keep around. He'd been out another year and a half. Yeah.
And he makes the first.
I'd love to start like a WCW Lives thing, but like start off with the roster and then just cut who you don't want, like at the beginning. Not in the game, but in the actual database before you start, so you don't even have to worry about firing them. Like, so it's technically the company's closing down, so they don't have to keep your contracts. I think. To be fair, they were getting like Turner contracts anyway. They weren't getting WCW ones. There we go.
They now lead by 1. Just over 10 minutes left in the half.
Yeah. I think the thing that really got me, it was like Nikki Bella, 85. I'm like, why is Nikki Bella an 85 charisma and Jay Briscoe's a 55? I think there's some tweaking that needs to be done.
Dumblauskis goes up.
Oh my God! How did he not get that one? How did he not get that one?
Howard brings it up.
Oh yeah, I think it was Captain Charisma who underrated. Yeah, he also underrated some, and I remember I think it was Becky Lynch was the big one, where it was like, oh, Becky Lynch kind of sucks in this mod. This sucks, and then that like fatal 4-way match happened at the NXT Takeover deal for the women's title, and then the next thing I know, like that next month, like Becky Lynch went way up in stats. I'm like, all right, he seems to have a better grasp on Becky Lynch now.
Oh, you can't come across the body like that. That is a textbook reach.
I'm mentioning Becky Lynch in a live stream. I'm just imagining David will just show up out of absolutely nowhere. All caps. I feel I've been summoned.
Guys, earlier today I caught up with Coach Anderson. He told me that they want to use their quickness to their advantage. He said they couldn't think of another squad that could match their team's speed, and he wants to make sure that shows tonight by getting out on the break.
Those dreaded words.
How fast this game can be played, guys.
Thank you, Tracy.
What is is there like a GIF maker online thing?
Under 9 minutes left in the half.
I'd seen something the other day where I'm just like, is there some sort of weird online GIF maker that you can use now to like make quick videos, or how does infatuation with Becky Lynch even start? Probably because he goes to the NXT shows, and I don't know how his infatuation started, but I imagine it was David going to an NXT show and Becky Lynch said hi to him and took a picture. Gallardo GIF. Like, I know there's ways to like turn bits of video into that, but I don't know if they've made an official way to start, you know, quickly editing stuff like on your phone like that.
Backs down. From in close.
Oh my God.
Brought in by Taylor. They're still down.
You're doing something for me? Oh no.
Taylor.
He followed her on the indies, did he?
Collected inside by Dumblauskis.
It doesn't matter how far.
I remember him saying something. I thought about that, but I didn't know if the indie thing started after she was on NXT or if it was before.
7.5 minutes left in the half.
How about the hustle of the little guys pulling it away from the big fellas?
Do you like her because of wrestling or other reasons? Probably a little bit of both. You know, a little from column A, a little from column B.
Great work.
Moss, the shot down low. Moss yanks it down inside.
Cody Rhodes for
will
ROH.
take its first
Nice.
timeout.
Like when I talk about Stardom and I talk about being a big fan of Kairi Hojo, what I talk about is, yes, she is an amazing wrestler, but she's also adorable as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, yeah, no, I like her purely with the wrestling. It's like, no, she is goddamn adorable. Come on.
Howard has it baseline. Connects on the baseline.
Ah, man, they're gonna make me work.
And they're now out in front by 2. Number 5.
Man, I had to face some crappy teams, and now I have to face an actual team now.
He's doubled up. Ripped away.
Ah, fuck you.
They're in the lead thanks to the basket.
I love how they're about as good as we are. And, like, their stadium is, like, half of what ours is. Like, as far as fullness is concerned.
Job of protecting the ball there.
Last basket was made by number 5. He's double teamed. You have to body up in the paint if you're the defense.
Easy, too.
No good on the last layup by Taylor.
Like, but there are some female wrestlers out there that, like in the case of Scarlett Bordeaux, where it's just like, oh, you a fan of Scarlett Bordeaux for her wrestling skills? And my answer, my appropriate response would be, she wrestles?
Tracy's got a report for us.
Coach Anderson is frantically talking to his assistants, trying to come up with a plan on defense to stop this run. He is not.
That feels whatever. Sure, why not?
To make sure he gets a piece of the ball, too. If he's going to foul him that late on an attempt.
Foul shot is good for a three-point play. Higgins inbounds the ball. Backs him down. It's deflected.
Wow.
But it's retrieved by
Wow.
Gonzalez.
How did we manage to keep that on our side? I don't even know.
From 6 feet away, collected inside by Gonzalez.
Oh,
The
god
defender
damn
did
you.
a great job keeping with him. Terrific, D.
About 5.5 minutes left in the half. They're bringing the double team.
Is every team in your conference talk? Oh my god, yeah, I just realized that. Aren't we the Tigers too? Like, the Grambling Tigers?
Make it.
Dandridge backs down. Throws.
Tigers,
Drops.
it's, I guess
The
it's like...
Tigers all time.
Now you're laggy using WinRare.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
Tigers is, it's like the Bears or the Lions, or it's like there's so many, I mean, there's different animals you could use.
Outright.
I mean, there's only so many ferocious type animals that they could use to instill fear into
You
people.
just got to hit that shot when you've got that much space.
Higgins. Backs in. Dishes to the left. Dumblauskis catches it. Right wing. Last shot was buried for 3. Even against an
You just
average
played the
score,
Tigers.
the
You're
defense
currently
has to
playing
be
the Tigers. You
aware.
are also the Tigers. Yeah, that's...
Here comes the double team.
They're not the most imaginative bunch in this conference.
Dumblauskis inbounds the ball. Moss dumps it off. 1-on-1.
It's like the college basketball version of Cheers. You know where you want to go, but instead of where everyone knows your name, it's everyone has your name.
All net on the shot by
Just
Dumblauskis.
everyone's named Norm,
He's
so
shooting
every single person who comes in,
100% from
Norm!
three-point range. Stubbs swings it to the wing. Nice little crossover. Howard takes a 3. Gonzalez snatches the rebound.
Howard is having a hard time getting his shot to go.
It's when
Vern.
people try to get like
He just
imaginative
doesn't
that we
break his
start
confidence,
getting
but
like
it's hard to see how
interesting
he would.
names, you know,
Shoots
like
from
the
the post.
Pelicans,
Gathered up by Gonzalez.
which doesn't
Here's
quite
the double
instill
team.
fear into
Great
people, but it's at
offensive
least
rebound. He
fucking
worked
different.
So hard to establish position.
Misfired on that last 3 by Moss.
I miss more
Leads
people
him
not
in.
using
Howard
XFL
goes
type
up,
names.
Lays it in off the glass.
I don't know how inappropriate it would be, but I'd love to see a team come out as the Hitmen or the Maniacs.
Moss backs him down. The 15-footer. That one was drilled by Gonzalez.
I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough
Just
Roman
over 3
and
minutes
like
left in the
old
half.
mythology-based teams either. That would be kind of cool. Like they have like the Michigan State Spartans, but I'd love to see like the Crusaders or something like
Good
that.
look by Butler.
I mean, there's the
But
Knights.
they're still down by 8.
I'm sure there's a bunch of Knights
Inbounds
teams
the
out
ball.
there.
Higgins hands it off. From the baseline, almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
Cheering on when we're to be done.
Knocks down the first one. Both teams are making
Nice.
a few lineup changes.
The Demons. I don't think enough people use the Demons either. I mean, we have a Devils in our league or in our conference. I don't see a lot of
Gets the
Demons.
second to fall as well. 2:46 left in the first half. Stewart can't get the 3-pointer to fall.
When a D got lucky there, Vern, you can't expect many misses when you're that.
I'd love to see. I love to see people. I love to see mascots named after like just things that would instill like the opposite of fear. I want to see some like top level basketball team that's just beating everybody. That's just
Puts it up.
called like the
That's
Human
not his shot.
Beings
No surprise it was missed by Armstrong.
or the Nihilists. There you
They're
go.
Still down 8.
Oh, look at the physicality.
Don't worry, Donnie. These men are nihilists. They're
Contact and
cowards.
hit.
What? We lose?
Nelson didn't sit for long.
Orlando
He's coming back into
Rage.
the ballgame.
That's right, the Rage.
Tacks on the free throw for the 3-point
Is that
try.
XFL or AFL?
Inbounds the ball. The Tigers are really
I think that
strong.
was XFL, but I know there's a Rage team in the
Here
AFL
comes the
too.
double team. Armstrong shoots a 3. Corrigan corrals the long
Mad
rebound.
Ants.
Not
That's
a
a
shot.
D-League team, I believe. That's, Fort Wayne.
It didn't happen there.
think it's Fort Wayne. Orlando Rage was XFL. There's definitely a Rage team in AFL too. I remember that. At least I think there is. Alex Rage Riley. The Rileys. They all come out to say it to my face. And they all have to scream and Photoshop their faces into a cage. Let's do defense. We're doing better.
Well, it looks like
I will
they're
say
getting
that.
set to inbound the
We're doing
ball.
really well. We were neck and neck for the longest
Jackson
time, and
State
that seems
is
to
really
have
struggling to close
dissipated.
down the middle.
We seem to have gone on a nice
Tracy
little
has
run
something
here.
for us. Tracy?
Coach Anderson just told the players on his bench we have to be more physical in the paint.
I always
Don't be
enjoy a
afraid of
good
some contact. Sounds
like
he'd rather have some
original
fouls called
team
than to
name.
keep giving up all those easy
Because
baskets.
naming your
All right,
team after
Tracy,
like a
that last
ferocious
13-footer
animal
was on the money
or
by Corrigan. 1:33 left in the first half.
or something out of like, I don't know, like a weather.
Unload.
Naming yourself after different weather conditions is another
That's
thing.
exactly the shot they
Birds
want
of
him
prey.
taking.
Gorgeous pass.
Things from old school like Greek or Roman Empire stuff.
Ground to make up. Nelson, Armstrong, the quick shot.
Missed it, and no.
I don't think there's enough fantasy-based. There you go. There's not enough fantasy-based teams. That's what I want to see. Less tigers and more like orcs.
Intercepted.
He was
Like, who are you
trying to
facing?
thread
We're
the
facing the
needle,
orcs.
there just wasn't
That's an
enough
interesting
space for
team
that
name.
pass.
Yep.
Pulls the trigger. The three was off target by Domblauskas.
Kitty cat team.
But they're still out in front by 17. Tries the spin move. Last shot
Better yet,
by
just a
Stubbs.
complete
He made
weeb
the
type team.
defense look
Like, they're not
they
even
were
called the
standing
Cats.
still.
Like, there's the
That's when
Bobcats that was sometimes just called the Cats.
Opportunity to
And then I
break down
think
the
it's
other side at will.
Arena football has the Nashville Cats.
They bring their lead
I want to say it's
17.
Arena football that had
He's
Nashville
double-teamed.
Cats.
The Tigers are really struggling.
Alaska Ice Shards. The Alaska Ice Road Truckers.
Left wing. Shoots it.
Sponsored by the History
The
Channel.
three-pointer was no good by Stubbs. Corrigan with the shot. We'll head into the break with the score.
Sioux Falls
47
Skyforce.
to 30.
That one's pretty good. I don't mind the ones in D League. D League seems pretty. If they're not named, if they're not blatantly named after the team that they're the D League for, that's usually pretty good. Like here in Iowa, we have the Energy. Like Los Angeles, at least tried to go a little bit different with like the Defenders. It's like, at
And
least
now
you're
it's time
trying.
to show you our player of the half. Bill Rose.
Has been lights out from the floor of our. It must feel like he's thrown the ball in the ocean.
Tremendous effort from our player of the half.
I think when 2K17 comes out, I should get the PC version because then I could make a whole, league full of just complete fake teams,
We're ready to
and that's
begin
what I'll
the
start doing. Instead of just doing my GM with like current teams, I'll just make a bunch of ridiculous teams like I thought about doing.
Coleman inbounds it to start the second half.
Here we go. The Orlando Magica taking on the
Passes it to
Nashville
low block.
Neckos.
Stolen by Dandridge. Tracy Wolfson has more on what went on at halftime. Tracy?
Well, at halftime, I talked with Coach Wilson.
I want them-
He
I
felt
want
it
them to
wouldn't
be
be
named
classy
after,
to run
like-
up the score and was going to change
I want
things
to
in a
see.
way
I want to
make
see them
sure
named
that
after
doesn't
like
happen.
seriously
Coach said
bad
that even
people.
though
Like they
starters
got.
had plenty
I mean,
of
they got
energy, he could still
like
rotate in
outlaws
his
and
bench
stuff like
players.
that. But I
He
mean,
said
that's
it wasn't
like.
a question of fatigue, but more of a method
I
of
mean, that's
showing
the thing where
different
it's
looks on
like if you were
offense.
called an
Guys?
outlaw
Thanks,
back
Tracy.
in like 150 years ago, that was a bad thing. That was a really bad thing. I want to see a team like. I think it would be way too inappropriate to like name your team after like
Bounce pass. Far
the
side.
murderers.
Howard misses the three-pointer.
They've got to learn to be patient.
Who you
on
facing
offense.
next week?
Good
We're facing
shots
the
will come if
rapists.
you don't
Wait,
rush them.
what?
Moss
I think that might be a little too
catches it. Left side. Nice move.
inappropriate.
Not there. By Dandridge.
I would love
still have a
nothing more than to see the
17-point
logo for that though. Springfield Armor. Yeah.
To the elbow. Howard raises up. Nails the jump shot. 13 points, and he's the top scorer. Under 11 minutes left in the second half. From deep.
Tonight the San Antonio sex offenders are in action.
But they're still out in front.
The
by
Delaware
50.
Dahmers.
Gregory. And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Dumblauskis takes it up. Count it.
All right.
He'll have a chance for the three-point
I don't know why my voice broke so much right there. Like, the New Hampshire Hitlers. Oh my god.
Foul shot is
I think we can all figure out what their logo would be. Can you imagine the complete outrage?
Nelson, way up court. Swings it cross court.
They wouldn't even have to be called the Hitlers. Just have a swastika logo.
Puts it up. No good on the jumper by Nelson.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards. They've got a big edge there today.
I want to, or teams named after like the teams in like basketball. Like I think San Francisco was like the San Francisco Fairies. They just wore
Coach
pink.
Anderson just asked his assistants how many points they've allowed off turnovers.
I think one of them was the Felons.
With the answer. His response isn't fit for public consumption, but let's just say it's an area he wants to work
Since
on.
we're in a safe space society, what we made something so offensive that offended nobody. Reverse psychology.
And he makes the first. The Tigers will make some substitutions.
What if we made something so offensive that it offended nobody?
And he'll come away
just so many derogatory terms that you could use. Just like, all right, we're gonna have a league that just has nothing but derogatory terms for the team names.
Slides in with a soft finger roll. He's shooting 50% for the game. About 9.5.
You cannot be a team until you have thought of a name that is offended, that can offend at least one race, gender, religion, sexual preference, ideology, you name it. If it's not offensive, you're not allowed in. Have a league of Draymond Greens. I'm thinking shot selection. We're not doing the absolute greatest with that right now.
Gregory inbounds the ball.
Fuck.
Goes up.
Ah, okay.
Shot, but he was fouled and gets a trip to the line.
I unfortunately can't view that picture easily.
Higgins is needed out on the floor. He didn't get much of a rest.
Yeah, you're not able to post a unless you're a mod. Yeah, and even then, it's been shown that even as a mod, sometimes they just won't work.
Around 9 minutes left in the second half.
They'll just be like, nope, we're gonna go ahead and poop ourselves now.
Just missed it. No three-point opportunity.
Not actually post here. Now that I got my browser up. Oh. Yeah. Oh shit. Shit. I don't know if there's like a timing thing to that.
He gets them both. Coleman inbounds the ball. Gregory dumps it off.
Being a mod equals monkey gift privilege. No, it does not.
Out left. Shoots the turnaround.
And don't you dare say that and then post Draymond Green. I do not need that shit in my chat.
He gets up close and personal and closes the deal.
Leaves no room for error and no room for anybody to do anything about it.
There we go.
Laid in by Gonzalez. They're going to double team him.
Come on. There we go.
Too much contact there. I like the aggressive defense, but he reached in a little too hard.
The Tigers
I was waiting for the delayed reaction.
They're playing man-to-man here, Vern.
They're bringing the double team.
I didn't know how edgy you wanted to be, you know. I didn't want you
That's
to.
what I call a little intimidation.
Didn't go up strong enough, and you saw the result. Backs down. dishes it to the low block. The last layup was dropped in by Gonzalez.
Not what I was going for,
Inbounds
but
the ball.
Grambling has been moving the ball so well. Everybody on the floor is involved. The chemistry between these players is just
I like how it took
fantastic.
a second for it to sink in.
Nelson from 17 feet out. Gonzalez
There we go.
rips it down.
That's not a shot you expect him to miss. I'd tell him to take it again if he gets the same look.
Gonzalez backs him down. Lobs it to the wing.
Not good.
What a pass.
Aha!
Rose catches it down low.
There we go.
Here's the double team.
Get him.
Knocked
Oh,
loose.
It's like my wide receivers in NFL 2K5. Just, I got it. No, it bounced off my hands.
Shoots it.
Don't worry about it.
By Dandridge. And that's
Just gonna
his
go
fifth
ahead and just
rebound
let
of
that
this
shit
one.
bounce right out of my hands.
Try at that shot. There wasn't anyone within a mile of him.
Nice.
You either
I think
gotta
we've
foul
won
hard
this at
or
this
don't
point.
foul at all. You can't
I'm
just
almost
give up
believing
easy
I could
three-point
probably
plays.
Both
just
teams are going to make some
like
substitutions.
kill the clock every possession and not even score, and I think we'd still probably win.
He completes the three-point play.
Because Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson.
Coleman inbounds the ball.
Because that's what they are according to Steven Adams.
He's double teamed.
Oh, Steven. You're in the NBA. Don't just use the word monkey. It's not a good idea.
The Tigers with a comfortable lead. Higgins. ends it
Oh,
off.
God. Oh, he still couldn't
Rebounded by
finish.
Cole.
God damn it.
Swings it to the wing. He's doubled up.
There we go. Ooh, I like
That's
that.
exactly what they wanted with that double. He couldn't see the floor and just turned it over.
That last three ball was
Swish.
raised by number 5.
Get him. Get him.
Coleman. Nice.
I mean, I don't really need to care
You
too
have
much,
to
but
body up in the
yeah.
paint if you're the defense.
Easy, too.
Grambling
I'm a little
with the ball.
scared
They're on a
when you're just like,
12-4
hey, I have a gift for you.
9-footer. Rebounded
Just download this
inside
thing
by
from
Butler.
Dropbox.
Leads him in. The steal.
Wonderful job of denying the basketball that time. Great pick.
Corey
It's a
picks
game
it
called
up.
Keylogger.
Nelson passes it up court. Stubbs flips it in for 2.
You just run the program and it plays in the background for you.
5.5 minutes left in the second half. Puts it up. The quick shot was missed by Corrigan, but they still lead by 22.
That's all right. I think
No luck on
we're
the
good.
three-pointer
Okay.
by Stubbs. Number 5.
Probably
passes
didn't
way
need to
down court.
throw it all the
Oh,
way
he
over
was
there.
wide open, Vern. He
Oh, you
has to
packed
knock
WCW
that shot
2001
down.
and
Higgins
okay,
with the hook shot banks it in.
cool.
And they now go up by 24. The Tigers use their second to last.
I do
timeout.
like the idea that it's a game called Keylogger. Just make sure after you download it that you just start visiting all of your banking and social media websites. Can you do that for me? Thanks. Keylog Trojans. It's boring stuff all. I know. I thought it was just kind of funny. Like,
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
that's why I got a bunch of shit on my computer to make sure I don't download horse shit that infects and fucks up my computer. That's what happens when you've been
Gregory inbounds the
doing
ball.
fucking torrents for so
Gives it
long,
to the right wing.
or file sharing.
Hits it.
I want to say like the first time I ever did anything like that was probably when I was like 8 or 9 or something.
Right around 5 minutes left in
LimeWire was
second
the
half.
shit.
Corrigan has it inside.
LimeWire,
The bucket is good,
Kazaa, and
he'll have a chance
WinMX.
for one more.
I love
To
the
get
strength.
all
He
of
fought
my
through the foul, no problem.
music
And that'll give
and
him the three-point
videos.
chance.
It was great.
Good.
We didn't have
Three-point
cable or
play.
pay-per-view. I managed to watch like
Intercepted by Freeman.
WrestleMania
And that'll be
20
his second steal of
like
the contest.
not long
I'd love
after
to see that.
the
He's looking around, then
the
pounds.
pay-per-view
Such a
came
deep
out.
burn.
Last shot
I didn't
missed
even know
by
how to
Turner.
use these damn things or how like
Dumps it down
potentially
low.
dangerous it could be. I was just like,
Lays
fuck
right
it.
in.
I get to watch
Terrific lead by
wrestling.
Nelson. 6 assists, and he leads both teams in that category.
I get to watch
Wheeler
wrestling and
bringing up
download
for
all
himself.
my favorite music.
Here comes the double team. From deep. The shot
I found out recently LimeWire is like still a thing, I think.
2 for 8 from beyond the arc.
Like, I don't know if it's a torrent thing, but like...
From the right block, McKnight.
Like, it's still kind of a thing.
Textbook rebound right there.
I mean, I wouldn't use it
Great
for the life
position.
of me, but
And
like...
kept himself between
Yeah,
his
it's...
man and the hoop.
Off target on the last layup. That last
God
basket
damn
was
it.
buried by McKnight.
Going right at the little
It's not
fella.
that, like,
No
that's
mercy
gonna
from
change the course of the game. I just thought it's like, god damn it, you let, like, 2 of them just bounce that thing around before actually
And it's picked up by Jackson
doing anything.
State. Picked him clean.
Well, the game just slows down for him to the point he sees things that others don't.
Off target on the last shot by Stubbs. Wheeler with the floater gets the lay-in. By 22, Gregory inbounds the ball.
I remember one of my old roommates, like, I hear, because I gave him, like, my old computer setup, because I had gotten, like, a whole brand new setup, and I gave him just my old computer, and it wasn't great, but, like, I just hear it whirring, like, it's just chugging, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you, like, what's going on? And he's like, this thing popped up on my screen that said, that I have 72 hours to pay them X amount of dollars or else they'll infect the computer. I'm like, yeah, that's called ransomware. You should really, like, scan your shit. And maybe not download a bunch of horse shit. He's like, I don't download horse shit. And it's like your wallpaper is a half-naked woman in a giant pot leaf. Needless to say, I'm just going to go on the assumption that you probably download stupid shit without knowing it.
Cameron snags it. Corrigan gets it out left. The shot clock's running down. That last 11-footer.
That was the funniest thing to watch, though, too, because he has, like, it was like a 500 gig hard drive, I think I put into that thing, and I got two terabyte drives. And I told him, I'm like, and I'm scanning through everything, I'm like, dude, the computer has picked up over 900 things. And you don't have jack shit on this computer. You have about 1/10 of the amount of files that I do, and you've managed, like, over 900 hits. How did you manage that? I hit, like, 10, maybe.
They're going to double team.
Ransomware is fun, yeah.
You're
You're just like, what do I do? What do I do? It's going to kill the computer. I'm like, it's not going to kill the computer. He's like, well, what happens when the clock runs out? I'm like, the clock will run out. That's it. Like, it's not going to fuck with you. Like, that's what ransomware is. It does this, and then the clock runs out, and then fucking nothing happens.
Tipped, and it's gathered up by Gregory.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
Fuck.
Skips it to the stripe.
All right, Turner, this is all you. This is all you.
His first shot attempt. It
Boom.
was hit by Turner. They lead 85-59. Goes up, hammered, and he will go to the line.
A little too aggressive right there. I like that he's not afraid to be physical, but that was too much.
God damn it.
Number 5 didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game.
And the drop-off lanes turns out to be a keylogger.
Good on number 2. Gregory inbounds the ball.
Boot up in secure mode without network delete the files.
Beats it far side. Higgins reels it in.
The D sloughed way off him, and he still somehow couldn't get it to go.
All right,
Last
cool.
15-footer dropped in
I made that work.
Dandridge. The Tigers will retain.
Did that hit him?
Oh,
No, it just hit me. The way he's talking about it. All right, or the way he was reacting. Totally forgot the new Hitman. The new Hitman deal came out. The new episode.
Gregory
That was like Monday or something.
Knocks it loose.
Maybe it was like Tuesday. I can't remember.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cameron catches it left side, puts it up, connects
There you go.
on a baseline jumper.
every basket
People
is
try to see
another
trading.
dagger. The game is all but over, Vern.
I didn't say I wasn't going to try to download it. I was just we're just having fun.
Off the back of the cylinder.
It's just kind of
out.
funny.
I think they threw him off just enough to affect that shot.
Calm down.
Down. Terrific pass. Taylor inbounds the ball. Here's the double team. Nelson, way up.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Gets it outright. Unloads. The 14-footer was missed by Gregory.
Oh,
That's the end of the game. The Tigers,
we won, didn't we?
92
Oh, yeah, we
to
won.
59. And now it's time.
I think I would have tried a little bit harder if I knew I was at like 92 already. Try to beat that 95 score that I put up. Or was it 93? I don't remember.
Now let's go back to Greg Gumbel with today's version of the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Thanks, Vern. Welcome, everyone, to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel, and we're set to bring you the Pontiac game-changing performance.
I don't think his lips are matching what he's saying.
A slam dunk that rocks the house.
The keylogger link turns out to be WCW 2001. You thought you were downloading a virus. Instead, you're downloading a TEW mod. Mwahaha.
Fury with which he throws it through the hoop.
Thanks, Greg, for Tracy Wolfson and Bill Raftery. This is Vern Lundquist.
I thought I was putting a virus on here. What am I supposed to do with all these Buff Bagwell pictures? Is it in the Buff Bagwell picture? Alright, in-season recruiting ends. Hip, hip, hooray. We don't have to deal with that anymore. The next stream that I do will just be straight up. It will just be straight up 3 games, and then we'll get to find out who we face in the tournament, because I'm just going on the assumption here that we've done well enough as is to get ourselves a nice cushy spot in the tournament. I should see that. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty well set. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're 13-2 in the conference. There's a surprising amount of teams that have managed to put together decent records in the conference. There's a very fine line between the teams who absolutely suck and the teams who are pretty good. And there's like maybe a couple other teams in the middle, sort of. Buff's got the stuff and the ladies can't get enough. Buff doesn't have the stuff. Buff is the stuff. And the girls just can't get enough. Alabama State 2-13. Who are we facing in the next... I do want to see... We're probably never going to be good enough in the rest of the season to make top 25. And I do not blame them. Oh, the RPI rankings will actually show about where we sit on the totem pole here. We are 56th in the nation in the RPI ranking. That is pretty freaking sweet, I gotta tell you what. Where's the next Southwestern team? Southwest. Where's the next Southwestern team? There's a lot of Southerns. I see some Southeasterns. Yeah, so needless to say, we're pretty much on the top of our conference. 56th ain't bad at all. We're moving and grooving. We're getting there, man. We were a bottom of the barrel team. Davidson. Yeah. Davidson hasn't done all that great, I don't think. Holy Cross. It's kind of interesting to see, like, maybe who's there. Holy Cross seems like an interesting team to end up on there. Hey, North Florida! I always have a weird soft spot for North Florida because, like, when I first picked up... Because I think I've talked about this enough before. Like, before I actually ever streamed or recorded something, I actually did a Legacy. And it was, like, 6 years that I did. And like 5 of them were with North Florida, and then I ended up getting an offer for Gonzaga and went to Gonzaga, and I had like a tear in my eye that I shed for North Florida because I'm like, I'm sorry I have to leave you. Remember me. But yeah, I gotta say, oh! Bubble Watch. That's interesting. To be fair, we won't be on the bubble because we're considered, I think, a shoe-in basically for the tournament. If we win. Iowa's over there. Texas Tech. Oh no, we're right there. I'm stupid. How come we're not on the bubble? And it's like as I'm kind of moving around, yeah, we're not anywhere on this bubble thing, you know. We're gonna be a shoe-in. We're not anywhere on this bubble. Let me see. Are we anywhere on this list? No, don't think we're anywhere on this list. Fucking idiot. Standing there staring right at it. I do want to see if we are technically... Alright, we're looking at an 11 seed right now, which would be nice, because I completely fucked up last year and didn't win. So if we do end up winning our conference, which I'll just have to make sure not to completely fuck up in the tournament, and then we won't end up in stupid, NIT again. So yeah. Getting a number 11 spot would be nice. So, is that Colorado? It looked like a D, but I think that's supposed to be Colorado. That'd be kind of cool. I think we faced Colorado once already this year. I'm almost positive we faced Colorado at some point. Maybe it was last year. I specifically remember like being like, no, we faced Colorado, right? I'm almost positive we did. Guess we didn't. Huh. Oh well. Oh man. We're bordering on 2 hours with this. Because I'm busy droning on, checking stats, but hey, I think that's better than what we did last year. Like, if we had managed to win the conference, I think we would have gotten like a 13 seed. That probably would have sucked. So getting 11 would be nice. Cool. Man, I'm like actively trying to avoid having to play Bigs 2 right this second, and I have to concentrate like all my efforts on that shit. So I may call it a night at 2 hours, since we've now hit the 2 hour mark. I may call it a night right now, and then maybe tomorrow. Hopefully I've had enough energy put into me that I would do more stuff with it. If I do play Bigs 2, I could keep doing Xbox related stuff. I mean, I haven't played NCAA Football 14 in a little while. I took a break from it. I could always pick it back up again, because it's happened. It happened once, I can pick it up again and be fine, you know. But yeah, I think for right now, I could do that and call it good. Because there's some stuff I'm thinking about getting taken care of tomorrow, or at least just chilling out. Because like I consider myself too tired right now to do the Bigs 2 to be able to concentrate, because like, dude, it's bad enough that I'm not able to do it that well when I'm actually able to concentrate. Hey, we got maxed out attendance now. That's pretty cool. I wonder how long it's been like that. I don't remember it being. I always remember it being around like 85 or something like that. But yeah, either way, I think I might just relax now. there's been people on my YouTube channel asking me about like the TEW skins that I use. They're like, "Can we get that?" It's like, let me just throw my stupid promotions logo off of it, and then I'll start putting that shit together. Because I'm sure not everyone wants to have Hawkeye Pro as their thing. You go visit one of the fastest things people find. That's cool. Let me end the recording here, but yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to anyone who watches this on YouTube. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll probably be putting them out a little bit faster than the rest of the stuff, because I think the more popular stuff I should probably pick up and start doing a little bit more often than everything else. Just to be like, hey, I'm constantly coming out with stuff. Just check that out, because I know there will be people who are like, I'm not interested in this, or I'm not interested in that, or blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I'm going to go relax. So yeah, thank you, and I will see you guys later.